in relationships, marriage, in the military. And today I'm gonna tell you and get to some spicy things that I've seen while I was in the military, man. Here from the Frazierchronicles podcast, and I'm going to talk about relationships, marriage, in the military. And today I'm going to tell you and get to some spicy things that I've seen while I was in the military, man. And I'm telling y'all, listen to me closely. The military messy, y'all. The military messy. And I'm here to show y'all the mess, okay? Now, everybody's relationship is different in the military. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's relationship different. But for the most part, I see some crazy stuff, y'all. So, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. So, in the military, man, you at your duty station. And this is me, I got to my duty station 2014 at Fort Campbell, man. And I seen some crazy stuff, man. Blew my mind. The stuff that I didn't know about, stuff people don't even talk about. So, I'm gonna get into this one story, man. But before I get there, I'm gonna tell y'all. In the military, when you wear the military uniform, you are like a celebrity. Everybody wants you. Everybody likes you. And I'm gonna tell you, as a man, the community, you got women in the community who like you. They want you. They gotta have you, but they don't love you. And as a woman in the community, you got men in that community, because you're a female soldier, who like you, who want you, who gotta have you. Yep, you got it right, but they don't love you. And don't stop there, y'all. Because as a soldier, get to a duty station, you got leadership. Did I just say that? Leadership. Who want you, who like you, who gotta have you, but they don't love you. So here we go, story time. So, you don't believe me. So here we go. When I got to Fort Campbell, there was this issue going on with this girl in the Sergeant Major. She was a soldier, she was an E4. Now, I'm quite sure this is all over the military in different places. But anyway, this young girl came from Fort Bragg, which is now Fort Liberty. She came to Fort Campbell. This young lady at Fort Liberty, which is known as Fort Bragg at the time, was dealing with somebody in the high rank. The high rank was married, had a kid with her. Had a whole kid with her. So he not trying to mess his career up with his family or his career. Pass her down to where? Good old Fort Campbell, Kentucky. So anyway, I get to my duty station and I learn about this situation. One, because the girl is in my section and, you know, people talk. So she had a kid with the Sergeant Major at another duty station. And, you know, people talk, whoop, whoop, whatever happens, however, whatever, play your game. So anyway, she gets with a new Sergeant Major at Fort Campbell. Has relations with this guy. Now, she already got caught at another duty station. They flew her down here, basically, you know, get that under wraps. So she gets here, pulls the same stunt, same results. Now all of a sudden, you know, the crazy part is she stayed there at Fort Campbell. She got moved to another, but she was in the process of moving to another duty station. Again, same thing. Had a kid with this Sergeant Major who was about to retire. Had his whole family, had his whole wife, had everything going. So, as you know, the Army pushes things down, but everybody in the military handles it in their own way. So the young girl, here she is. She's a young girl who fell into the trap. And at the same time, the Sergeant Majors fell into the trap, right? Because they got their families, you know what I'm saying? So she's not married. She's a soldier who's not married at all. Zero, not married. So anyway, get there, and I'm looking at this stuff like, damn, man, I thought basic and AIT was bad. But, oh no, this right here? Man, I was there sipping on my water. Like, man, this is a movie here. So anyway, had a kid, and she was gone. After a while, she was gone, you know. They had all their stuff on the wraps, how they were gonna pay her, whatever, and just a bunch of crap, you know what I'm saying? A bunch of hoopla. Because that's what happens in the military, man. It's like the relationships are crazy, outrageous. But it gets even better, y'all, because I'm gonna tell you what about relationships in the military. They are 24/7, 365 days in a year, and they just don't stop. So I've seen people who are in the community, and you got a lot of guys who get tricked by women in the community because these women in the community tell these guys, that soldiers, that they had a baby or they pregnant by these soldiers. And these soldiers not being careful, you know, taking care of the kid, doing all types of stuff. And sometimes it's not even a kid, but because these games these people play in the community, because again, y'all know my slogan, they like you, they want you, they gotta have you, but you're right. So anyways, these guys get tricked by these girls into believing that they having kids with them. So what a lot of the guys would do in the military, man, is they'll be giving girls money so that, you know, they can go get a plan B or whatever, save themselves, you know what I'm saying? Some of them married, some of them not. But anyway, they do all this stuff. And they don't really understand, like, it's a whole lot of legal stuff. So again, y'all know my first video I said that a lot of these people are young kids going in the military. So they, you know, they're young, they don't know. And they don't have, you know, they away from mom and daddy, and they got a lot of things they doing. They don't want mom and daddy to know. That's just how it works. You know what I'm saying? You're a grown person now. You're trying to figure life out. So in the community, you got these girls who play on the emotions of soldiers. You're not the first soldier that they like. You're not gonna be the last soldier that they like. Because the duty stations, as we know, change, and I will talk about that. So a lot of these girls, they want the benefits. That's really what everybody's after in these relationships, especially the community, when they want these soldiers. So they get into, so these soldiers go out in the community, they get these girls pregnant because the girls are wilding them up. Man, you a great guy, man, your muscles and all this stuff, and they give them all the attention that they never had. That's what happens. So they get caught up in the game and not realizing that game's being ran on, right? So some of these guys, they end up marrying these chicks. Because again, they're alive, they got pregnant, they ain't thinking about it, they tricking them into this child support stuff, you know, playing the games with their head. Oh, you know, this is how much a kid costs, blase, blase. So they end up marrying a girl. I'm gonna tell you some stuff that happened when people do this. So I know a bunch of guys who got married to girls in the community. And me being me, seeing the things that I see, trying to wrap some of these young soldiers up. Because when I came in, I working in the prisons, you know, in adult corrections and stuff. So I was young, but I was learning life. I went to college, all that good stuff. So I see these young kids coming in. I'm like, yo, watch you date, watch you marry. And I even told people, don't get married in here. Same thing somebody told me, but I didn't listen or whatever, but I was passing game down. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, dude had married a chick in the community. Now, you're not from the community, so you don't really know who's who or who they doing. So anyway, boy gets married to the girl, and dude's in the unit, and he comes home after PT, find his girl getting smashed by another dude. I mean, don't get no better than this, y'all. So he comes crying in the community. You know, back in the unit, he's crying and stuff about the whole thing. And I'm like, man, I tried to tell the dude, blah, 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 blah. So she ended up taking him for a ride with his money. Takes his money and, you know what I'm saying, spin the block on him. So they get a divorce. The next dude, another dude in my unit, I don't use names because I don't want nobody, you know, business exposed. I mean, nobody want their business exposed. I mean, that's some harmful stuff. So another dude in my unit, he marries his best quote unquote friend, quote unquote, somebody he knows from back home. best friend. I don't know why. Again, as y'all know, everybody's for the military benefits. They want the BAs, they want the health care, they want whatever you got, you gonna give, they gonna take. That's just how it works. So he gets married. Marries a girl who, again, is his best friend. Now, they have an open relationship. As we all know what an open relationship is, I ain't gotta tell you, but he had women coming to the house. She didn't like it. But this your best friend. But anyway, so anywho, they get into an argument, holes are busted in the wall in the house, all types of crap, man. I'm telling y'all. So they end up splitting up. Now, this your best friend. She goes, gets money for whatever, he's paying her XYZ. He's also responsible for her living. She's staying in a house that he bought, all types of crap, man. And it just goes crazy. It goes haywire, man. So that happens. And I could go for on and on about stories about stuff I've seen. But I'm not. The relationships in the military, I'm telling a lot of, and I keep preaching to a lot of people, man, don't get married. Just do your career. So it gets better because we got soldier on soldier, right? Soldier, she sees a guy and he sees a gal, and they all of a sudden connect eyes. And why? We are God's chosen. We're supposed to get married. So I've seen soldiers get married to soldiers. As we all know, most of the time they end deadly. Soldiers marrying soldiers. It just happens, man. For whatever reason, I don't know why. So we had an NCO in my unit. She was married, and we had this young private come in. She's an NCO. He's a private. He just gets there. And you start seeing them hang out a little more. Again, I'm on my business because that's just me. But I'm able to tell you all these stories because they happened around me. Again, I was minding my business. I was able to hear it, see it, things like that. But anyway, this dude, after a while, he got comfortable, you know what I'm saying, in the unit. He got comfortable. He started thinking he was an NCO. And I'm like, yo, slow your roll, bro. Like, whoa, you just got here. Slow down. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, she married to a guy in another unit. So these two end up, moving in on each other. She ended up marrying and divorcing her husband, has an affair with this guy, gets married to this guy. And I'm gonna make it more simple. We're gonna go, her name is Sarah. Sarah is messing around with Jason, right? But Sarah is married to Bobby. Bobby's in a whole other unit. So Bobby, Sarah, they divorced, but Sarah has an affair with Jason. Jason and Sarah get married. Stupid, but whatever. To each their own. And to this day, they still married. Don't ask me, am I watching their relationship? Because I'm not. But I know they still married. But anyway, you get a lot of deadly. So there's one situation that happened at another duty station. Fort Liberty, you can look it up, known as Fort Bragg. A girl kills another girl because she's in the car with the girl's boyfriend or ex-boyfriend, and she kills him. That girl's currently doing a life sentence. There's another situation that happened at another duty station. These two people were on leave, and the girl marries the soldier. Now listen, y'all, let me tell y'all, it's gonna get messy, man. And I'm not here to be mad. The military is a great place. It can be a great place, but when it comes to relationships, man, watch out, stay out of them. So at the other duty station, there's this girl who wants her husband killed. Murder for hire in the relationship, y'all. Murder for hire. So she marries the guy. They go on Christmas leave. You can look it up, it's record. They go on Christmas leave, and she I think to Chicago, she has a guy that's in her unit. Basically, she hires this guy to kill her husband so these two people could be together because she was having an affair. The guy ended up killing the guy. All right, and I'm gonna make it an interesting story because we're gonna go with the girl name is Jennifer. Her husband name is Devin, and the guy that she hires to kill her husband is Cam. So her and Cam been having this relationship, right? Devin know nothing about it. So she hires Cam because Cam wants her all to himself. He don't want to have to worry about Devin anymore. So she's like, okay, I'm having this relationship with you. I'm in love with you. Since you love me back, here we go. You're going to have to get rid of him. You're going to have to kill him. They set it up on leave. It happens. He kills Devin. Cam kills Devin. So now, Jennifer and Cam, they doing something, right? They think, oh, man, we good. No, they not good because they both get caught. He does a life sentence. She's doing a life sentence for her interactions with this thing. So when I say relationships can get deadly, it's because you have young folks who don't know nothing about relationships trying to play house and play relationship. So, y'all, it gets even worse. It gets even crazier. People in duty station. You got these guys who go out in these duty stations, have these kids with these women. And some dudes have more than one girl who has these kids. So, as you know, I'm gonna make my story lovely because I'm gonna go with this dude named Jacob. Jacob he has his own family, he's married, he has kids. But Jacob likes Tiara, Tasha, and all these other girls, right? So Tiara is in the same town as Tasha, and Tasha is in the same town as Tiara and the rest of these other girls. So Jacob goes out here and has a child with is Tiara and Tara and the rest of the girls in the community. They all have this one soldier's baby. This soldier does not take care of these kids. He's back with his wife, who has the other two kids that lives in his home. And what happens and what you start to see in these relationships, in these communities, are a bunch of kids who are abandoned. But because all these girls are giving this man this attention, he takes the attention and plants seeds in each and every one of them. This guy ended up leaving his duty station. And he's nowhere to be found, but these kids are everywhere to be found. What these women do is they typically do, listen to me y'all, because I'm about to put y'all up on game. These women typically go find other soldiers to take care of their kids. Did I just say that? Oh man. So I'm putting y'all up on game while I'm doing this video too. So anyway, a lot of these guys that's in the military don't know she was messing around with soldiers, or that this community was messing around with these soldiers, or this soldier. So they go in, they take care of these kids. Again, she likes you, she wants you, she gotta have you. But what I'm telling y'all, she don't love you. So you get married. They end up marrying, now they're taking your money. I have stories where I was deployed, a guy was deployed, and his wife was taking his money. Took his money on deployment. And we get paid first and 15. We get a little more, we get a little extra. Because it's not taxed and you get a little extra for being away from the house, whatever. She took the dude's money. $4,000, gone, scooped out. He can't even get a haircut, he can't do nothing. And I'm gonna tell you how these girls work in these communities, man. I'm not here to be a woman basher, but a lot of times in the communities, man, these girls are taught by women who did the same thing to other soldiers that are still in, serving, taking their money. Teach these girls, take the guy money. Don't care about the guy. And that happens all the time, man. That's why I'm throwing these relationships out. It's funny, but it's real talk. Because a lot of people in uniform don't understand. People just want what you got. I don't care nothing about you as an individual. So relationships, marriages in the military can be really, really crazy, really strenuous. But most importantly, if you don't protect yourself, man, things bad happen. And sometimes they happen to the good people, man. So when you are in a relationship and when you're thinking about marrying somebody that's a soldier, or maybe you're a soldier and you're watching this video, I'm gonna tell you right now, protect yourself at all costs. Some of y'all probably saying, well, I don't want to get in a relationship. I don't know what to do. Protect yourself at all costs, because you as the soldier lose more than everybody else. I've got one more story, man, before I'm out of here. I remember I got an Article 15. I was in the JAG office. I came back from deployment. I got an Article 15 for some MVGs. Came back at Fort Campbell, was in the JAG office. Never forget it. A lady who's a civilian came in. And in the JAG office is where it goes down, y'all. It's the legal office. It goes down. So anyway, she goes to the legal office and she says these exact words. She says, plain as day, y'all. And the reason I heard it, because I'm sitting in the day room, right? It's a day room. If you ever go to JAG, matter of fact, if you're at Fort Campbell, go to your JAG office, you'll see the day room. It's an open day room, and you got to make an appointment with the soldiers that's up in the front, right? I forgot who they call, I think the legal assistants and stuff like that. They be at the front desk, but the officers that are, the lawyers and things like that, they in the back. So you gonna meet them first. So she comes in. She opens the door. She come in smooth criminal, y'all. Smooth criminal. And she says, these are that words, man. I'm telling you the truth. She says, I want to divorce my husband, but I don't want him to know. Y'all. She says, I'm telling you the truth. I'm not lying to you. I'm telling you honestly the truth. This is what she says. She says, I want to divorce my husband, but I don't want him to know. Not only that, she does not want him to be able to come to the house anymore. And in the military, y'all gotta stay here for my next video, man, because y'all know it's about to go down in the next video. Video number 3 is gonna be about what? The JAG office, dog. The JAG office illegality in this marriage game. So stay tuned. Until the next episode, y'all know who I am, David, aka Preacher Man, and I want to thank y'all for rocking out so far with me. But make sure y'all also hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on the next episode that's gonna be dropping here soon. So.